I asked for an open relationship, but I never expected to find my boyfriend on TV having an orgy with 6 women. It left me feeling humiliated. Well, you got the open relationship you asked for. I mean, I don't get what the problem is. Now, guys, this is the correct response if your girlfriend or wife asks you for an open relationship. Now, first, if you're married, start preparing for the divorce already. Second, you got to do more women than she does men. Then all of a sudden she's gonna wanna walk that back. Because when women ask for open relationships, they assume you're gonna stay loyal to them and they're gonna be allowed to screw whoever they want. If you go screwing more people than them, they will immediately get jealous and mad. Like, a Whammons has been left feeling humiliated after finding out that her boyfriend had an orgy with 6 Whammons on a television show. Man, he probably knew she'd be watching it too. Like, he likely didn't tell her anything about it. Like, oh, this is one of those shows she's probably going to watch. I'm going to let it be a surprise. Oh, dude, what a Giga Chad move right there. This is brilliant. Tana, 30, and Mark, 40, from West Yorkshire, have been dating for 2.5 years, but while she was thinking about kids in a ring, he admitted to having a wandering eye. This came to a head when she caught Mark cheating on her red-handed a year into their relationship, and her world came crashing down. Oh, yeah, like I said, this story is reversed from the usual open relationship story. So in this case, the guy was just immediately unfaithful from the start. She knew about this, though. Decided, I guess she thought, I could change him. It turns out it didn't work out that way. She said, we had been together a year. It tore my world apart. It was really hard, and I felt like we were in a good place, and that was all shattered. We took time to ourselves, and I realized that he was worth it. Do you still think so? I think this guy is humiliating her at this point. Like, hey, I wonder how much further I can push this, and she's still going to put up with it. Again, roles are reversed. Usually it's the woman doing this to the man. When recalling the experience, Tan burst out crying and says, just a lot of emotion, isn't it? Mark said, I've always had a tendency to be unfaithful in the past. I guess it's the feeling of being wanted or that someone is attracted to you. It's probably not feeling good within yourself. So you're looking at getting that through other people. So Tanth, who lives with Mark and shares a dog with him, then suggested they open up their relationship and try non-monogamy. She loved Mark and thought it would be the right path to explore. So from the woman's perspective, I think as long as he financially continues supporting her, she'll be willing to put up with it. Like, dude, throughout almost the entirety of human history, like the wives were they were fully aware of, at least among the rich, like the women were fully aware that their husbands had concubines, had mistresses. But as long as them and their kids were being financially taken care of, as long as the guy protected and provided for them, they were willing to put up with them using other women for sex. That's changed nowadays, though. Now, they decided to go on Channel 4's show Opera House, which sees couples join a luxury retreat full of non-monogamous people who are eager to help them fulfill their fantasies. However, Tanith was thus feeling mortified after finding out that Mark had slept with 6 Whammons on his first night in the open house while she went back to their room alone. Man, she could have hooked up with 6 dudes, too. She's the one that chose to go back alone. The pair went on the show with the idea that they were going to open up their relationship separately, meaning that they would date and start sexual relationships with other people as individuals, not as a pair. Effie Blue, totally real name, a non-monogamy coach on the show, decided it would be best if they both attended separate parties in the evening to give Tanith a chance to meet the men in the house and allow Mark to mingle with the Whammons. Before they split off, Tanith said she was nervous and felt as though they had been thrown in the deep end. The dog walker added, wow, if that's her profession, yeah, I think the real reason she doesn't want to leave him is because he's probably paying her bills. Yeah, he's I don't like that he's sleeping around with other women, but I have no one else that'll pay my bills, so I got to put up with it. So either way, the dog walk out is something would have been difficult for me. And this is if one of us did something and the other one didn't, that would be the hardest thing. Well, I guess the hardest thing happened because this was probably spoken before she saw him having the orgy with the 6 other women. Mark's evening started off as a roaring success as one Whammons gave him a lap dance, another gave him a French kiss, while a third passed him a marshmallow with her mouth. Yeah, he's getting all the action. However, Tana, the minute she didn't feel any chemistry with anyone at her party and left without a man on her arm. She admitted that she had been trying not to think about her boyfriend, telling the camera crew, I don't know what Mark has been up to. I think if I thought about it, I would be, yeah, no." And then she saw what he's been up to. But when Mark was asked about whether Tanith had crossed his mind, he said, "I'm not really thinking too much about Tanith. Otherwise, that would distract me from what I'm doing here." Oh my God. It's like, dude, I'm here having an orgy with 6 other women. Why are you asking me about my girlfriend? Okay. She's the last one on my mind right now. Well, if she wants to join in, I mean, she's more than welcome to. I'm eager to get out there and have a good night. Just looking forward to having fun, seeing what happens. I didn't expect it to be going like this, but I'm kind of going with the flow. And if everyone's comfortable and happy, then what will be, will be. The landscape company owner took all 6 Whammons back to a hut in the garden of the house and one thing led to another, leading them all to have sex with each other. Man, I wonder what the other dudes on the show were thinking when this happened. Like, imagine being an average dude and then a Giga Chad shows up and takes all the women. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Anxiously waiting for her boyfriend, Tanith opened the window and stared at the hut, seemingly wondering what Mark was up to. Oh, are we going to do like the classic NTR storyline now? Oh, God, is this the one where she knocks on the door to ask what he's up to and he just like creaks the door open while he's in the middle of having sex with another woman? And yeah, no, nothing's going on here. I just, oh no, sorry, nothing. I'm just feeling a little under the weather. It's fine. I'll just need a rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh man. In a preview of the second episode, Mark is filmed returning to Tanith, who then turns to him and says, "I'm so humiliated." Everything asked the couple whether they thought any boundaries had been crossed, and Tanith burst into tears. Coming on the show, Mark described feeling trapped and when trying to commit to one person at a time. "I've always wanted to do what I want to do when I want to do it." Well, to be fair, don't have a girlfriend then. Just stay single and keep sleeping around all you want. Because like, if you're just going to sleep around, what's the point in getting a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Like, just, if you know you're going to do that, just keep doing it. It's not hard. Yeah, dude's like, "I'm a landscaper. Why don't you let me work on your carpets for a bit?" That is probably a true statement. I can see that happening. If he can get that much seriously and don't get into a relationship. Yeah, dude, like if like his first night on this show, he walks in there and gets 6 women at the same time. Yeah, why bother having a relationship? See, like, what the hell is this dude's problem? I mean, all this is going to do is open him up to getting fucking alimony or like a divorce courts raped or something. Because I think Airstrip 1 is one of those countries that recognizes common law marriage. Like if a couple has been together and cohabitating long enough, they count as married, even if they're not. Sometimes when you find yourself in relationships, you feel trapped. I've always felt very much trapped. Dang, man. I think this Whammons is gonna, like, she better be having some second thoughts. But yeah, like this guy, yeah, he definitely is a 5 to 10% man. Yeah. And that explains why she wants to keep him. Yeah, this guy is a Chad. If this was like an average 5 out of 10 guy, she would have immediately kicked him to the curb. But since she thinks that she has a Chad locked down, she's like, okay, maybe if I let him sleep around for now, I'll be able to put the leash on him later. It never works out that way, ladies. So just if you're in a relationship like this, just leave. It's the only healthy thing to do.